finally we got here, Ocean Protocol, guys. So everybody knows that Ocean Protocol is a project. It is listed on CoinGecko, and you can see that there, in whatever the rank it is. So here we introduce. Do tell us about firstly how, like, introduce yourself and what's your name. How did you enter in crypto space, and how are you connected to Ocean Protocol?
Perfect. Thanks for the question. So I've been in the crypto space since end of 2016, beginning of.
Sorry, we didn't got your name.
Oh, sorry, pardon. So I'm Andrea, doing product and growth at Ocean Protocol, and I've been in the community for about 3 years. Officially in the core team for the past year and a half, and in crypto, I think I've been probably like 5-6 years. 2017 was my first touch point. I did an exam at university. It was about accounting, so we had an option to choose between normal accounting or triple entry accounting, and I was like, oh, what is that? And that was Bitcoin. So that's how I started with kind of crypto back in the days.
So do tell us about more Ocean Protocol, like how it is doing the things differently from the others, and what's the, like, in a very short brief, like what a layman could understand what is Ocean Protocol is doing, then we came to other stuff.
Yeah, so Ocean Protocol has always been about IP management, and by IP I mean intellectual property, and intellectual property basically means any assets. So you can think of data as an asset, but you can also think of a report as an asset. It's something that has value, something that is it's intellectual property, right? It's content. And so what Ocean is doing is, the way that we started with a decentralized data marketplace as a first touch point to unlocking data for AI. And after the decentralized data marketplace, which is now being adopted by different enterprises in Europe and worldwide, we're now really focusing on two core aspects, which are data token gating, right? So we're allowing any developers to build data apps on Ocean in very little time, because we're creating the entire dev toolkit for them to use this data token gating. And then the other major component is private computation. So you're bringing compute over the data so that the data doesn't have to move because it's in your wallet, it's under your NFT, but it can be consumed, so people can actually get insights from the data without being actually able to see the data itself. Right.
So that's pretty great, like Ocean Protocol is doing for whatever the best could be done. And what are the, like, Bitcoin halving is next year, and like whoever in this space from like past couple of years or an experienced guy, they know that after Bitcoin halving we see the bull market, like next 500 days would be the magical after the Bitcoin halving. So what are the things that has been planned for Ocean Protocol? What's in the roadmap? Like what are the great things coming on? Like what are you guys be prepared for?
Yeah, I'm very excited for 2023. To be fair, we've kind of split the team in three power teams, and to be precise, we've split the team in three power product teams. And there's a big difference between being a software team, which you just build softwares and features, and being a product team where you're actually building product or technologies that are actually being used by the users, right? And there's a different mindset. And so for this year, we have product team number one. We're going to support developers as much as possible, because we want to have hundreds, ideally thousands, of data-driven dApps, Web3 coordinated, fully decentralized dApps built on Ocean.
So basically, the more brain power you have, the more the system you have.
Yeah, and we're also offering grants. So if you're a developer and you want to participate and build your dApp with Ocean, we also support with grants.
That's great.
Yeah, always. And then the second part is managing data pipelines, right? With Web3 core values as well. So if you're a data scientist, you're spending a lot of time. There's about like 5 different stages in the data pipeline, and data scientists are spending a lot of time in actually doing works around the data, right? So from the raw data to the actual model at the end, there is a lot of work that goes into it. We're helping data scientists monetize in every step of the data pipeline, right? And that's the second part. The third part is more about DataFi. So to really unlock the power of data for the mass, understand what it is and what it does, there's also a financial component to it, where if we can actually create financial derivatives from data, and so maybe you can trade data the same way that you're trading stocks, or the same way that you're trading tokens on Binance or any other exchanges. If you can also trade data, that would be really powerful. And I'll give you an example. Self-driving cars are going to be the future, right? They're here to stay. And so to train the algorithms behind self-driving cars, you need powerful data sets. So companies are going to be working on maintaining the data, but also improving it, right? And obviously, if there's certain types of data that are being sold, that means that there's demand for it. And whenever there's demand, there's a difference in price. So if you're a retail user, why not buying just the price index of data rather than buying the data itself? You just speculate on
So, it's very fascinating that data fire, the term that you used, because as you said, when there is there would be more dApps, there would be more infrastructure behind this that would capture data with more quality data. Because if someone is doing this right now, but they are not ethical in the way that they transfer the data, and you are you are trying to find the solution for that. So that's really fascinating.
These are very kind of long-term mission, but I ideally this year we're really focusing on all three. But for me personally, my team is focusing a lot on developers.
Okay. So I think we pretty much of it. And anything you want to say about community, about the Ocean protocol, that how this thing's gonna be covered for us, or any message to them?
I'd say know your key, not your data. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of scams. There's a lot of Web3 is still in its infancy and beginning. So try not to trust everything that I'm just really frustrated with all the scams. For example, last year we announced new features and we saw something 15 different airdrops, ocean airdrops. I'm no guys, just follow the official channels, But anyway, yeah.
Do at least some basic research. Yeah, do your own research.
Right, exactly.
It was really nice meeting you, brother. Thank you so much for
my
this.
pleasure.
Okay.
My pleasure.